Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Travel Eat Repeat. Let's make Turkish bread today. This is traditional Turkish bread and it's so easy to make. So you will need 1 cup of plain flour, a tablespoon of yeast and a glass of warm water. You have to mix it into a smooth batter, and this is basically the first step of making the fermentation process easy and quick. So you mix it and then cover it for 20 minutes. Make sure you seal all the edges properly. This will help the fermentation process. After 20 minutes, when you will open it, you will see that it's fully fermented and there are so many bubbles. So just mix it again, get rid of all the air in it, and now we'll move on to the second step, which is you have to add 1 glass of warm water. Start mixing it gently and slowly, and then all the way you have to mix it with all the dough mixture and make a smooth batter. Then after this we will add flour, which is 3 cups of plain flour, maida, and then you start mixing it. You have to add salt according to your taste, or just a teaspoon of salt is perfectly fine. You have to mix it and not knead it. This dough doesn't require a lot of effort, and you don't have to use your hands much. You just have to keep mixing it. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe and hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Now you have to cover the dough for 20 minutes and let it rise. After 20 minutes you will see the dough has doubled or tripled in size, and I think this is a very quick way if you want to make pizza dough or anything. And if you use the same procedure, you will be having a very nicely fermented dough in a very short time. So dust some flour, dust a lot of flour, and take out all the dough on your work surface. But you don't have to knead it or punch the dough. Just keep your hands light on the dough. Slowly and gently fold the dough from all the sides, and then you can just divide it into 2 or 4 pieces. I'm going to make only 2 small breads, so I'm just gonna cut 2 parts of the dough to make the bread. You don't have to knead the dough. Make sure you don't punch it. Just fold it into round balls and gently pull it. This is the shape I'm making, and then it's all up to you what shape you want to make. I didn't have the baking paper, so I'm just using the foil here. You have to make a division in your baking tray, so the dough, your bread, it doesn't stick together, both of them. So this is how you can just place the dough on top of your baking sheet, and then you have to cover it really well for 20 minutes. While the dough is resting, we have to make a mixture that goes on top of the bread. This is the flour and cold water. You have to mix cold water first, and then you have to mix boiling hot water. Mix it and then add the egg yolk. This is the mixture that will go on top of the bread. We are going to brush this on the bread. After 20 minutes, when you see that the dough has doubled in size, this will create the air pockets inside the bread. So it's very important that you follow this step. Now you have to brush the mixture on top of your breads, both of them. Brush it on all the edges so it's covered properly. Now the pattern on the bread is totally up to you, whatever you wanna make. I'm just using my fingers. You can use fork here or knife here or whatever. Be creative with your bread. You can sprinkle sesame seeds. If you don't like sesame seeds, you can sprinkle any other seeds that you like. Now we are going to bake it. I'm baking it in halogen oven. You can use your normal oven. Bake it for 15 minutes at 250 degrees, sorry, and that's your bread. And it's absolutely delicious. I just love this bread. You have to give this recipe a try. Let me know in the comments if you like the recipe. Thank you for watching the video, and I'm going to see you in the next video. If you have any requests, leave it in the comments and I'm gonna give it a try. Thank you.